So people always ask this question: what kind of business or what business can I start without any capital? And in this video, we're going to dive into some business, some very realistic, achievable, easy businesses you can start in Nigeria without any capital. See, I promise you, I'm not going to tell you anything that you cannot start without capital. All the things I want to tell you today, right now, there are things that you can start with capital. Sorry, without capital. So these are things that some of them have tried them out, and I know that it works. And I've seen people who have also done these things, and they work. Okay. So even if you don't have capital, that's not an excuse. Okay, that's not an excuse. You can create something for yourself. Okay, even if you don't have capital, you don't have a skill. This video is for you. Okay. So the number one on my list here today is real estate business. So you know that real estate has two types. You have the rental part, you have the um sales part. Okay, so for the sales it may be really difficult. So please don't get discouraged. For the sales it may take a while because you're new in the business and it requires some expertise, some social network and all that to sell a property because people will not be so afraid to let go of huge sum of amount to someone they don't know. Okay, so but for the renter is in high demand. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say this. When I was in my 300 level in school, I remember I was hungry, I was broke, I was tired of remaining broke. So I just needed something to do to get money. And somehow, when you are broke, you get a lot of inspiration. Yeah, so that was when this real estate thing came to my mind. And what did I do? I didn't go for the sales. Sales was hard. Okay, I went for the rental part. I started looking for houses for students and I was getting paid. In fact, I started a business in less than in a few days. I made roughly 40K, a very new business, and that was then, like that was this some years ago. So, and that business sustained me. In fact, I knew no hunger. One thing about doing that, being a real estate agent, who are going to pay you just to see houses, even if they don't get to rent it, you can charge them as something like say 5K, and you can have so you have see in real estate. I can tell you for free, the demand is higher than the supply. So there are more people looking for houses than there are houses available. So you're going to have clients. In fact, the problem of being a real estate agent when it has to do with the rental part is that the clients are more than what you can actually supply, than what you actually have to give. Okay, so the question of will I get anyone is not even a question. It's not even a question. There are tons of people. You can market yourself online, your WhatsApp status on Facebook. You could write, you could do it local also. Write this is realistic. This is being realistic. Yeah, you could write those things we see on the road. People still call them. Okay, you should get people from them. Okay, so all you have to do is you just have to. It requires a lot of physical energy, but then if you're someone who do not have any money to start something and you want to start something, this could be something you could just try out. Okay, so if this is not for you, maybe the next one is for you. Another thing that you could try out, even if you don't have no capital, even if you have no money, is this: you could start a cooking business. You mustn't go to a culinary school to start this business. Do you know how to cook? At least people appreciate your food. Do you know how to cook? Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much. See, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people, those boys, a lot of men, women, boys who do not have time to cook. They don't. So if they get someone who could do these things for them, they would really appreciate it and they are willing to pay a fee for it. Okay, so where you need to go, be shameless. Be shameless about your hustle. Put it on your WhatsApp status every single morning. Get nice looking pictures online. Get nice looking pictures of food. Then place your price beside it. Okay, people are going to call you. Okay, food is a necessity, is a need. Okay, so you're definitely going to have customers, and don't just stop. Go to this business is going to be more. You're going to have more patronage of people who are at least average to rich. The poor are not really going to patronize this, but they rather cook their food because they don't have money. So you're going to go to estates where they have loads of rich people, where you have those places where you have traffic for rich people. Go to fast food. Yes, that's another way. I'm not going to say you're going to see their customers. you're going to stand close to fast food because those are the kind of people who will patronize your business. You're going to go to those places and print a small paper. You know, I do home delivery for food. I sell a plate of soup. I do home cooking. Just sell yourself. Go to good estates where you have lots of people. Go to houses. Tell them this is what I do. Promote yourself. You will get people who are interested in what you do. Okay? You have your Facebook. You have WhatsApp. Do everything you can. Keep posting. Soon it will stick in people's head that you do this for a free, and they will call you someday to come cook for them, come serve them. So that is it. So the third on my list is like the second, but it's not so exactly like it. The third on my list, a business that you can start without any capital, is this. You can start a laundry service. Come on, you don't need a shop to start a laundry service. Okay, you can start a laundry service or a home. Okay, a laundry service, right? So you don't need to you could start from your home. I have a friend who started a laundry service from the comfort of his house, and he grew and later opened a shop. So you could what? Start a laundry service from the comfort of your home. Go tell people around. Um there are lots of married women who have, a lot of, they usually have large laundries. Okay, they can't do it themselves. A lot of working class people, they don't do their laundry service. Business is a very good business. It may be a little bit stressful, but then you will get people. It's a must. You will get people. So advertise yourself online, offline, mouth to mouth, and anyhow you could do it. Okay. So laundry service is another business you can start without any work capital. I know a friend who does that, and she's doing really well with it. Okay. So another service you could start without any form of capital is home cleaning service. Yes, you could start a home cleaning service without any form of capital. So while we were in school, while I was doing my real estate um real estate job, I was renting out apartments to students who needed to get new apartments. I was getting a lot of calls to also help them clean their houses, and I wasn't ready for that. I felt like it was too stressful. It wasn't something I was caught up for. So I got a friend to join me. So whenever I get people who call me to come clean their house, I'll just give them give them her number, and that was how she started this home cleaning service, and she's still doing it till now. Although I've left the business, she's still doing, and she's always thankful to me. Like, John, you made me start this business, and I'm making quite an amount from it, and it's sustaining me. Even after school, that was what she sustained on, that business. So that is one business you could start, and it's a very high demand business, very very high demand. You would get loads of customers, and you don't ever agree. If you're going to start this business, one of the advice I'll give to you is that don't ever agree to be like form of a house girl. No, you will not make money from that. Okay, house girls are more like slaves.
Please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
Build a business around cleaning service. Don't become a house girl. Okay, please. What do they pay? 30K, 40K? That's nonsense. 50K. If you build a brand around house cleaning, you could get a a new apartment. When a new apartment is cleaned, they pay a lot for that. You could get just one building. You could charge, let's say, 200K, and the job would last, let's say, a week, and you're done. You could employ a handful of people, and you're done with the job. You go to another one for, even if it's, so that is it. That is how it works. You get jobs for new houses, you charge more. You get job for houses where people live, and you charge based on the size of the house. If it's a one bedroom apartment, you could charge 10,000. If it's a two bedroom, you could charge 15. Just like that. And every weekend you could have, like, this. My friend, she had a customer who would always want a service every weekend, and she pays well for that service. So even if you don't have a job, even if you don't have money, this is a very easy business to start. It may not be rosy, it may not be nice, it may not be something you like, but you have to do it because it's more honorable to be hardworking than to be poor and beggarly. Okay, so let's go to the next one we have on the table. I did this personally. Let me start with a story. Okay, in 2020, during the coronavirus year, I was at home because I was a student then, and I began to think, what would I do? So I started selling online. Okay, you know Gigi, you have stuff like Gigi, Gigi.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
What I would do then is that I would I'll go and go to people's shop, wholesale shop. I'll take a picture of these things, upload them on Gigi, and I would get people calling me. And for if you want to say stuff like that, is I think it's better for things like electronics and appliances. So I was selling smart wristwatch. You know this iPhone smart wristwatch. I was selling the clone version of the smart wristwatch. I would buy it for as small as 7,000 naira, and I would sell it for as high as 19,000, 18,000, 20,000. I think the least I sold was about 16,000 naira. So I was making a very good return, and I was running Facebook ad for it also. So I was making money online from those things, even without having any good. I also sold, so you could sell fancy items that are not common, that are not very much in reach. That was my unique selling point. I was selling things that are not easily, they are not very easy to get. So I was going to source for those things and where I could get them, and I would not buy them once I get an order. What I would do is then is that once I get an order, I would just go to the shop, pay for it, pick it up, send it to the person who wants it, get my money. That is what I did for 2020, and I made a reasonable amount just doing that. Imagine you buying something for 7,000 and selling it for 19,000 and thereabout. So there, you could just be creative and think, what can I start? What business? It could be clothes, it could be different things. Okay, you could go to people's shop, snap what they have, put it online, so you can start an online business. Okay, I don't know what if you call it a drop shipping business, whatever you want to call it, but then you can start an online business even without having a physical product, and you could make money from it. Okay, so stop giving excuses. Okay, just start, put yourself out there. Someone is going to buy you. Someone is going to buy what you're selling. Okay, there are people making millions online, and you too can be one of them. Okay, so another business that you could start without any form of capital is cars. You can start selling cars and automobiles. I did this business and it worked for me, so I believe you can also do it too. So I started saying what I would do then is I'll go to people's car stand. I'll snap the pictures of the cars. I'll tell them I sell cars. So I'll snap the pictures of the cars and I'll, I'll place it on Facebook and Gigi. On Gigi, you would get a lot of people calling you. A lot of them. A lot of people would call you on Gigi to want to buy your product. You would definitely get people on Gigi. So put it on Gigi, on Facebook, just keep posting. And you know the beautiful thing about selling cars? You know the beautiful thing, the sweet thing about selling cars? Just one profit can give you a whole lot. The minimum you can make from one sales, one sale just for being a middleman is 100,000. That's the minimum you could make. You can make anything above 100,000 naira. You could even do this as a side hustle, okay? Even if you have a regular job, okay? I know a church member who does this, and he was so perplexed about how much he made from doing it. I think his usual job is a regular salary pays him about 40,000 naira, and he makes some just a day for 100,000 naira.